Hey guys, Spanish Heart here, and I just received this package from Dynamic Menace, and it's for the wired cape for my Superman premium format, and I just got this in today and I can't wait to crack it open. And yeah, I've been meaning to get one of Dan's capes in for a while. I had my eye on the cloth cape. I seen the reviews from Michelangelo, from Sammy G, and from Jaws, and they did like a really thoughtful and thorough reviews of it, and I was really impressed. And I think it was Jaws's review that really tipped the scales and pushed me to really wire this cape, obtain one of Dan's capes. And when I emailed Dan, he showed me this insane pic of the wired cape he had, and it just blew me away. So I had to, you know, I changed my mind on the cloth cape, and it's a really good cape, don't get me wrong, but the wired cape really blew me away. And so here it is, and I'm hoping to be blown away in person. So maybe I'll get one of Dan's wireless capes in the future. We'll see. So now that that's out, get the box. So this came pretty quick. I mean, Dan had to make more capes, so I had to wait just maybe a bit longer, but shipping wise, this came in quick. So yeah, thanks Dan. And here's the cloth cape with the wire. And yeah, let me open it up and see how it is. So first off, the material is really soft and smooth, and it's almost like silk, and the wire is pretty strong. So I'll try and unfurl this. So here is Dynamic Menace's Superman wired cape, fully unfurled, and my first impression is, wow, this is just an amazing cape. I love the material that he used. It's really stretchy and soft to the touch. It won't catch your skin. And yeah, I just love the way it just feels and the way it looks. I can just picture it billowing in the wind. And that was one of the main reasons I opted for this cape. And as you can see, that he used a wire all around the cape. It's pretty sturdy, pretty stiff, and yeah, I think I'll be able to pull off some pretty nifty poses, and I can't wait to put it through the ringer. And if you can see up close, the hemlines are really well done. Just an awesome job, Dan. Just really beautiful cape. And last but not least is the iconic yellow Superman symbol, and I wish Sideshow would have put this on their polystone cape, but yeah, I needed to have this one. This is just an iconic look for him. And again, with Dan's capes, if you don't wish to have this showing, you can just reverse it. It's reversible, so you can just have it plain, plain red. But I don't know why you'd have that, because this is just really awesome. So yeah, I'm just really impressed by the construction, by the feel, by the look of it. And this is the hole where the head, the male peg of the head goes, and the wires are separated here. So yeah, Just an amazing job by Dan. Really blown away by the look and the construction of it. So I'm gonna futz around with it, and then we'll see how it looks on the premium format. So I didn't actually have a chance to do a review of this piece, but you know, from owning it for over a year, I have to say this is my favorite piece from Sideshow, and one of my favorite pieces in my collection. I think it's just perfectly done, and Sideshow hit it out of the park with this one. The mixed media is perfect on it. It's just perfectly fitted. Yeah, it just looks like an Alex Ross painting come to life. I love the billowing cape. I mean, it just you know, defines the piece for me. It's just it just gives him this really majestic and imposing look, especially with the exclusive head with the spaghetti eyes. You know, it's just really amazing. I love this figure. It's the perfect 10 out of 10 for me. But if I do have a gripe about this figure, it's with the cape. As imposing and as majestic and beautiful it looks, it's just really hard to take off without marking up the neck. So you just have to be really careful with that, and that's why, you know, not a lot of people probably would like to, you know, switch out the heads. I mean, I don't see a lot of people doing it often. So they either stick with the regular head or the exclusive. My favorite is the exclusive, but I love the regular as well. And yeah, I mean, if you're a big Superman fan, you know, do yourself a big favor and just pick this piece up. You can still pick it up at Sideshow, and probably find the exclusive for a decent price still. But yeah, I think this is one of Sideshow's best. I think Andy Bergholtz knocked it out of the park. So I just wanted to address the issue of leaning with my Superman. I found that over time, the heavy polystone cape would cause pressure and would crush the little bumpers underneath the base. And as you can see here, right here, this one and this one, there's a lot of wear just from the weight of the cape. And I found that by using either felt padding and just reinforcing the cape side would balance the Staccato again. So you could either do two things, just reinforce the side being crushed, or just replace all the bumpers with the heavy vinyl ones. And that did the trick with me. That leveled out my Superman. So basically you can get these felt padding anywhere, like at Walmart or Home Depot. They're pretty cheap and they stick on. Or you could use these vinyl bumpers, which I think I recommend more, just because it's really hard and yeah, it won't get crushed. It's more durable. So yeah, just basically either stick it into the cape side, or better yet, just replace all the bumpers, and that should fix your issue if it isn't a structural issue with your Superman. So yeah. So with this figure, one of the main gripes is changing out the cape. And usually when you change out the capes, you can't help but scrape some of the red paint off onto the shoulder. So that's one of the big gripes, and that's why I think in my opinion, not a lot of collectors, you know, tend to change out the heads, just because changing out the cape is just or removing the cape is a big pain in the ass. So usually how I do it is just I try to shim some kind of material. I'm using like just a paper towel or whatever. Just try to shim it in between the cape and the fabric, and yeah, just try to mask off this shoulder area. So usually I just try to raise it up a bit. Just shim this piece there. And then do do the same with the other side. I just, just try to take some precautions as far as not to mark up the portrait, which you don't want to do. After you've done that, then just be very careful. And it's off. So putting on the cape is pretty simple to do. There's a hole in the cape for the peg for the portrait. So basically just lay this down, put the wires underneath, just hold that in place, and get your portrait. Fit it into the square hole. Make sure the wires are seated underneath. And then it's just a matter of getting the costume over the neck. Like that. And it's just a matter of flexing with the cape and on the shoulder just to give it a natural drape. And yeah, again, just be careful when you're futzing with the cape. Be sure you have the head secure. It is, you can feel the pull of the magnet, but with the fabric around the shoulder area, it does come off. So just be careful when you're futzing with the cape and make sure you have the head secure, because the last thing you want is your head tumbling down. So after having futzed with the cape for a while, all I have to say is that I am in utter amazement. This is just a really top-notch product, and Dan is just an utter genius when it comes to custom capes. The fabrication of this cape is just amazing. Everything from the feel of the cape to the way it stretches, the way it takes its shape. I mean, you can put in folds and it'll actually hold. And I think that's mainly due to the galvanized steel wire that he uses. Just looking at the perimeter of the cape, you can see the hemlines. They look professional. I mean, it's just a really professional job and really well done. It's a top-notch product, and I really, really recommend picking this up for your premium format Superman. It just goes well with the mixed media aspect of it. And honestly, I think I prefer this over the polystone cape. I mean, I just love the way it billows in the wind. I mean, it just really mirrors the Chris Anka print that I have, and that's the look that I was going for. But yeah, I mean, as long as you have a look in mind, you can manipulate this any way you want. But just be warned, you just need a lot of patience and a lot of time, and it'll take a lot of effort. But once you get that perfect look, you can't beat it, and it just really elevates your premium format, in my opinion. So yeah, just contact Dan through Facebook if you like this wired cape, or if you like the wireless cape. I highly recommend contacting him, and yeah, just getting a custom cape. He's pretty easy to deal with. He's quick to respond back to you. His prices are fair, and he ships pretty quickly. And he's a pretty upstanding guy. So yeah, with that said, this is Spanish Heart, and thanks for watching my review, and I'll catch you guys next time.